Page 25. This is a simple and compound time called 2/4 and 6/8. They're referring to the time signatures. I'm also going to talk about page 24 here because they're introducing some sharp keys. Keys with sharps in the key signatures. So far we've had flats. Now we get sharps. I think we've had sharp. We had one sharp already. That's G major. Now you get some more sharps. There's nothing special about them. I don't know what they're after here. Just don't confuse yourself any more than you have to. I would encourage you to go learn the scales. That will teach you which black keys to use and which key. So you know if there's three sharps, you're in A major, and you know that you're going to have three sharps in there, and you know what they are because you're used to playing the scale. You just play them in the scale. Then when you get a piece in that with three sharps, you're just playing that key. You don't worry about what sharps are now there, just playing the key. It really is a lot easier. I've tried it both ways. And when I finally learned the scales properly, and I got to think of keys instead of which notes are sharped, everything kind of fell into place. It doesn't matter what the key signature is. You can play them all the same. It's all fine because you're just playing the notes in that scale. Now, let's go over to compound and simple time. Simple time is just a 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You back and forth, back and forth. And compound time is when they mix them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. That 6/8 time can also be done as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, although that's rare. You don't get it very. There are waltzes written in 6/8 time. So it can be done. It's just most of the time 6/8 time is felt in 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it is. An eighth note gets a count, so you get a lot of eighth notes when you get the bottom number is an 8. So in 2/4 time, I'll just quickly go over these. It's 2/4 time with triplets. 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. That it seems, oh, that's simple. No, it isn't actually. 1 and a 2. Now, piano players get used to this because we get it so much. You're going back and forth between duple and triple. One, what they call simple and compound. Duple, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and we go back and forth. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2, or 1 and a 2 and 1 and a 2, and we get them all the time. And that's what we're doing here is triplets. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and. That last measure, well, all of these notes, that's still a triplet because these 2 16th notes is the same as an eighth note. If I take out the C, the F sharp here and just go here, it's a triplet. That's all it is. Add the 16th or add the sharp in there and just play it. That's all it is. I feel those. I don't really count them. It's triplet, triplet, triple, triple, triplet, or 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2, 1 and a 2. Yeah, that's all that one is. Here. That's all that is. And then in 6/8 time, you might feel it sort of the same, except it's not exactly the same. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 1 and. That's all. Same notes. It sounds the same. Not exactly. It has to do with interpreting it. You see, in 2/4 time, the natural accent 1, 2, 1, 2. Here, in 6/8 time, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You think, are they triplets or is it 6/8 time? A lot of marches are written in 6/8 time and you think, oh, they're playing triplets. No, it's written in 6/8 time, left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, that's marches. So you're going to get them both. Just if it's in 2/4, try and feel the 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. 6/8 time. 1, 2, 1. It's a very subtle difference. A lot of times you can't tell if they're playing 6/8 time or if it's triplets. It has to do with the interpretations and the natural accents and the feel. 2/4 time might slow it down a little bit. 6/8 time might speed it up a little bit. It's hard to say because in 6/8 time you can feel it according to the natural accents or you can feel it according to the beat. In 6/8 time I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or I could feel it to the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here. In 2/4 time, I'm just going to feel the 1, 2, 1, 2. And the moderato is to the beat. So I have a little more leeway in 6/8 time in how I'm going to interpret it. Sometimes that's good and sometimes that's not so good because it gives too much leeway. It's how do you want to interpret it? Well, there's a lot of variety in that in 6/8 time. Just notice pieces, the difference between triplets and the feel of 6/8 time, and you'll sort of develop a feeling for the difference of them, although in a lot of cases you really can't tell the difference. Depends on how the person or the band or orchestra or whoever is playing the music. I don't explain it very well because I can feel it, but I'm not sure how to express it in words. There's a very subtle difference between a triplet and 6/8 time, but it is a subtle difference. Yeah.